Fabulous four-fingered freak here. And today I'm gonna show you, my fans, my pure Yu-Gi-Oh! Shiranui deck. Now, I recently went to the Montreal regionals and I finished 9th place, which is pretty damn good, right? And unlike most Shiranui players, I play a pure Shiranui deck, which means this: no Mizukis, no Uni Zombies, and no Gozukis and stuff like that. And I do agree that, Mizuki, Uni Zombie, they're great cards, no doubt about it. But as far as I'm concerned, I want to play a pure Shiranui deck because that's the way that it's supposed to be played. If you want to play a zombie deck, that's cool. But Shiranuis, are Shiranuis. And they work pretty damn well. Now, let me show you my deck. 9th place. So as you saw, we're going to start with, obviously, 3 Shiranui Spirit Master. This guy is great because, when this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 Shiranui monster from your hand or graveyard, except itself, but banish it when it leaves the field. Now, if this card is banished, you can target 1 face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. This guy, combined with a tuner, equals a, most of the time it's going to be a Squire Saga or a Samurai Saga. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, in this deck, there are no pendulums, no Xyz, because those cards suck. Pendulums are the worst thing ever to happen to Yu-Gi-Oh! And anybody who plays that deserves to be punched in the face. Especially pendulums. Xyz, they're rarely played now, but synchros are still being played, and that says a lot about, synchro summoning, which is like, the best thing that ever happened to Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, second monster that we play is obviously, the Shiranui Solitaire. You all know why. I don't even have to explain this card to you. 3 Squires. Well, this card is brand new, and this card is it. This is basically a rescue cat for Shiranuis, right? Because when this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 Shiranui Spectral Sword from your hand or deck. So basically, you draw this, you normal summon it, you go into your deck, go get either a Spectral Sword or a Spectral Sword Shade, either one of them, and you synchro summon them instantly for Squire Saga or Samurai Saga. This is like, you have 3 rescue cats. It's awesome. It's just awesome. I love this card. Now, obviously, 3 spectral swords. Now this guy, when he's in the graveyard, can banish itself with another card to synchro summon a monster of the same level, a synchro monster of the same level. So, which means basically if you have, let's say, a Samurai Saga in the graveyard, so you banish that one and this card, and you get a Shogun Saga. And once you have the Shogun Saga in the graveyard, same thing. You banish it with the Spectral Sword and you get the all-powerful Sun Saga. It's awesome. Spectral Sword Shade. At first I didn't like this card. Tried it out. And you know what? It's awesome. Especially at the end of the game when you do have a lot of banished Shiranuis. Because, like, you normal summon this card and then you tribute it. Then you target 2 of your banished zombie monsters. And you special summon them in defense position. Their effects are negated. But who gives a shit about that, right? So then you can only special summon zombie monsters for the rest of this turn. Well, that's all we're playing, so we don't give a shit about that either. So basically, you normal summon this. You tribute it. You bring back 2 of your banished Shiranuis. So, let's say a Spectral Sword and any other Shiranui. And you get an instant synchro for Samurai Saga. Samurai Saga is so easy to bring out. It's not the best card in the world. It's so easy to bring out, guys. It's awesome. Then I play 3 copies of the Samurai, Shiranui Samurai. Now, this guy, you know, a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people don't play him. In the regular Shiranui decks where people play Mizukis and Gozuki, Uni-Zombies, they don't have any room for the Samurai. I get that. Still, he is awesome. 4-star, 1800 beater. And when you banish a zombie type, he gains 600 attack, so he's a 2400 beater. And any monster that battles this card is banished at the end of the turn. So basically you can ram it on, you know, a strong monster. You get a little bit of damage, but, you know, the opponent's monster is banished. It's awesome. It's just awesome. And last but not least, I play 2 copies of the Swordmaster. Swordmaster basically is the chain dog of the deck, meaning that if this card is in the graveyard and you control 2 or more Shiranui monsters with different names, very easy to have, then you can special summon this card, you know, from the graveyard. Which means this. Guys, at the end of the game, you normal summon your Spectral Sword Shade. You tribute it, right? You bring back, let's say, a regular Spectral Sword with any other 4-star Shiranui. So let's say the Samurai. And you got 2 Shiranuis with different names. So you bring out from the graveyard the Swordmaster. Now you got these 3 on the field. What do you do? Well, you synchro summon them to get the Shogun Saga. So easy, so fast. It's just crazy awesome, guys. It's nuts. Now, that's it for the monsters. Let's go for the spell cards. Well, like anybody who plays a Shiranui deck will play 3 of these. Ghost meets Girl, a Shiranui story. So easy to use. Everybody knows what this card does. It's awesome. I love this card, Pot of Duality. Everybody forgot about this card. It's awesome. Guys, you cannot lose when you draw this card. You get so many choices, different choices. Just so versatile, speeds up the deck. Every time you draw this card, you will win. It's awesome. Book of Life, obviously in a zombie deck, it's awesome too. We got so many banished zombies, right? So you play one copy of Burial from a different dimension. So you bring back 3 of your banished zombies to the graveyard. So you can banish them again and get their effects. You can bring back, like Spectral Sword, banish it again, more synchros. It's just nuts. It's crazy. Zombie Power Struggle. Now, this card, is very, very underrated. First off, quick play spell card. That's always good. And until the end of this turn, the zombie monster that's targeted gains 1,000 attack or loses 1,000 attacks. And, if this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one of your banished zombie monsters into the deck. And if you do, well, you set this card again. I mean, come on, guys. If you don't play this card, you're nuts. Shiranui style Solemnity. Very, very underrated card. I do recommend it. At first, I didn't like it, but now I'm a fan of this card. Helps me out so much. Now, this card's name becomes Shiranui Style Synthesis, which, helps out the Solitaire's effect, right? Because the Solitaire's effect is that if this card is banished, you can target one of your banished Shiranui monsters except Solitaire, or up to 2 if Shiranui Style Synthesis is on the field, which makes this card even, more badass. And so you can banish 1 zombie monsters from your graveyard. Always good with Shiranuis, right? And then the normal and special summons of your zombie monsters cannot be negated for the rest of the turn. Or you can target 1 zombie monster you control, banish it. Always good. Then you can send 1 zombie monster with 0 defense from your deck to the graveyard. For example, Spectral Sword or the Sword Master. It's awesome. It's just great. Now, the next 4 spell cards are, optional. Basically, you can play whatever the hell you want, guys. But I do love these cards. They're old school cards, forgotten cards, and they're still, just like me, awesome. And there's 4 of them. Get it? Number 1, Solidarity. Yeah, Solidarity. Because everything and anything that I play is zombies. Therefore, 800 attack gain for each and every one of my Shiranuis. It just makes my monsters basically unbeatable. So much power. Then I play a copy of Book of Moon. Very, very powerful card. You can use it defensively, offensively. You can protect your monsters with it. I mean, guys, Book of Moon, come on, classic. Enemy Controller. Hey. And MST, yes, that's right. 1 copy of MST. Very, very underrated in today's game. Classic. Now, on to the trap lineup. So we play zombies, right? Which means you have to play 3 copies of the Swallow Slash. Everybody knows this card. It's Icarus Attack for zombies. It's awesome. Shiranui Style Samsara. Very underrated card too. Now, just like the Solemnity, basically this card allows the Solitaire's effect that it can bring out 2 monsters instead of 1, which is always good. Now, banish 1 face-up zombie type monster you control. You take no damage this turn. That's okay. But the second effect is very good. You target 2 of your banished zombie type monsters with 0 defense. No problem. Shuffle them both into the deck, then draw 1 card. Guys, draw power, and you get your zombies back. It's awesome. Dark Bribe. Now, a lot of people don't like this card because it, allows the opponent to draw a card, but it's so versatile. Negates all spells and traps. I call it the mini Solemn Judgment. I prefer this to Solemn Judgment, actually. Classic card, Bottomless Trap Hole. Enough said. Black Horn of Heaven, extremely underrated. Guys. Negating a special summon is awesome. And finally, the Royal Oppression. Because this deck is so fast, it brings out tons of synchro summons, at least the 1 synchro summon every single turn. Now, with this on the field, I special summon my synchro monsters, and then I activate this card, and it's game over because the opponent can't, special summon. I got my big guns on the field. It's basically game over with this card. I love it. Now, on to the synchro monster lineup. I play 1 copy only of Sword Saga. It's a little bit weak. I don't really like it, but I do have the deck space, and I do play the Sword Master, so, whatever. It's there in case. Samurai Saga. I get at least 2 of these out every single game. So easy to bring out. Not the best monster in the game, but so easy to bring out. Guys, 2500 beater. Always good. With 3 Squire, well, you need 3 Squire Saga, right? This is an amazing card. It's going to piss off your opponent. Then I play 3 copies of Shogun Saga. A big beater. The boss of the game, Shiranui Sun Saga. If you get this out, you win. It's game over. And 3 copies of Skill Saga Supremacy. I misplaced my other 2. I don't know where the hell they are. Anyway, so you play 3 copies of this, right? Not 4, not 1, but 3 copies. Obviously, Link Era, it's a great card, great support. It basically makes all the Shiranui monsters invincible. Guys, so easy to bring out. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to click the like button. Watch all of my other crazy videos. Like them. Subscribe. More coming up. And this is your pal, the fabulous 4-fingered freak, saying freak ya.